Hey everyone, today is Friday, and on Fridays we pray for the success of EWTN. So I'm a media missionary with them, and I would ask you to pray for all of us who are media missionaries and for our safety, for our protection, for our health, and that we all have good paying jobs so that we can provide for ourselves and meet our expenses. Nobody likes to be in the position I've been in since coming to Canada, earning so little that you can't even afford to pay your rent, your food. You can't even afford to pay for your electricity or your transit. Nobody likes being in this position, especially when you've worked hard, when you are qualified, when you have good skills to offer. It's an awful way to live, and believe you me, people are not nice about it. They don't make you feel like, they're going to help you, they're going to support you. They make you feel like, how much longer are they supposed to help you with this? When you're doing everything you can to get a job, and when you get that job, people cause problems for you because they think that, oh, it's a fantastic job. You must be earning so well because you're putting photos on Facebook and LinkedIn about winning Employee of the Month. But if you don't do that, people don't know that you actually have skills to offer. So they put calls through, they put you down, you get the worst treatment, and then you'll end up losing everything all over again. And it's a cycle here in Canada. It's a cycle that not just I go through, but even people who are born here go through. You lose everything. Even yesterday I watched a piece on the news, and it was an artist, and he was talking about how he lost everything, and he's born here. And there is an underlying anger to that. There is a hurt that comes through, because when you come here, you've not only lost your home country, which for me was Zimbabwe, you've also lost the meaning and the purpose of your life, and you have to re-find it. And I was in England before I came here, and I liked it there. I had my own friends, I went out, I got to travel, I got to do a lot of the things I don't get to do here. And so when I get money for my birthday or for a Christmas gift, I use it to better myself. I use it to go out to concerts. I use it to make a day trip somewhere within Canada. I use it to replace old sheets and towels because I have nothing. And believe you me, it's an awful way to live, especially for somebody who graduated from the top school in Africa, from Wits University, and fought for the human rights of others, who reunited my family in Canada, who went out and volunteered and served at Out of the Cold programs and helped in not just the Catholic Church, but all the other Christian churches, and didn't order in food every week and takeaways and go to restaurants and enjoy life. I didn't have all that. In Canada, it's been one thing after another, and it's been very, very difficult for me. And every time I got an opportunity or a chance to leave, it was blocked. Oh no, we can't transfer you to England. We can't transfer you to America. We can't transfer you to Singapore. So I'm stuck in debt. And if you add up all the money that I owe people, whether it's my uncles or my mother or my friends, you add it up, I'm in the same position Elvis was in. Because I also have to pay for marketing materials, I have to pay when I go on calls, I have to pay if I'm joining my HRPA membership. I'm in the exact same position. And I did it for my mother. When I bought my place, just like Elvis, I bought my place for my mother. And it wasn't like here. Here you have the gym, you have the pool, you have all that. It was a basic condominium. Because I didn't want to go out, and I didn't want my mother to go out to the laundrette or live in an apartment where you have to use common facilities for your washer dryer. I wanted it in my apartment. That's why I moved into a condo. And what support did I get? Nothing. I got pushed down the aisle. I got shoved down my throat, aggression and anger, and told that I should think about other people. But other people didn't think about me. Other people didn't come and visit me. Other people didn't come and say, hey, Belinda, you're moving, let's come and help you. Nobody did it. But every time I ask for help, I get it shoved down my throat. So that's the life here. You think you're coming to a better life. Think again. And when you do well, the way they come after you, you'll end up losing your health. That's what happened to me. They say, oh, you do too well. Well, why would you want people in your country who don't do well? Why would you want people in your family who are not willing to work? I was willing to work, and every opportunity I got, I worked, and I worked hard. And instead of being rewarded for it, I got aggression, I got made to go bankrupt, I had to take out loans at 39% interest annually because nobody had the money to give me to pay my rent. That's what happened to me here. So when I ask for prayers, I'm asking for prayers for protection for me for a reason. Because all the work I do, whether it's with, it used to be the One campaign, or the artists I support like Sting and Bruce Springsteen, Bon Jovi, U2, they're all artists that are supposed to support human rights. And many of them do. Bon Jovi has got his JBJ kitchens where people can go and eat, and if you can pay for that meal, you pay. If you can't, then you get it free. And other artists, Sting supports human rights in his own way. When there were the fires in California, he helped with that. So did Bono. But none of them are helping me personally. So if you think it's personal, you're highly mistaken, because Bono doesn't do anything special for me. Even if I ask him and say, Bono, you must come to Canada because I haven't seen you for a long time, he doesn't come. Even if I ask him to come on the calls for the One campaign, he doesn't come. And then now they're saying, oh no, they're not going to have the big music concerts and all that. So I thought, well, let me give it a year. But all the people that he hired are all self-promoting. And he's endorsing it. He endorsed Ndidi. He invited her to his Freedom Medal ceremony. Did he invite me? How many years did I give him my life, my time, my money? And I did give him money. Because if I'm taking my TTC, I'm paying for that TTC. He's not paying for it. I'm paying for it. Even if he paid for me to come to the launch, he paid because he wanted my voice. He wanted my experience. He wanted my personal experience on his campaign to help him get the money. And that money, not all of it goes to the people that it's helping in Africa or wherever. It goes to his staff. It goes to Ndidi and her child and their family and all the people that he's appointed, like Adrian and David and whoever, Najiba, it goes to them. So what has he done for me? He hasn't done anything to make me feel special. He hasn't come here since we had that launch. And other people left a long time before me. But when they started telling everybody on the calls, oh, Bono loves her, I was like, oh, what is happening here? So that's why I left. Because it's also my life. And you have to protect yourself a little bit. Bono's not coming here. You think Bono's coming here? He's not coming here. Even when I sent him that message about what he did on his Facebook, I didn't just send it to his family. I sent it for me. Because he should have had me there. He should have had me there at his Freedom Medal ceremony or some of these other big events where he goes to. Because I put in a lot of work. He didn't do anything to make me feel special. He didn't even take a photo with me at his launch. And I asked him, I said, oh, we want photos with him. They said, oh no, you guys can't have photos. You just have to come. You just have to come sit and listen to them. You were like, oh, this is very disappointing. That's why people left. People left immediately. Like even some of the guys and the girls I was with, that once he made that decision, they're like, this guy is selfish, we're leaving. I said to them, yeah, but our work is going to help people in Africa. It's going to help our communities. They're like, we're not staying. So I stayed. I stayed because I wanted money to go to Zimbabwe, and I wanted the experience of building my skills in advocacy work, in justice work. So I stayed. But then after this, I was like, what are you guys doing? So I left there. I went to Red. Same thing happened on Red. I was like, not Red, Results Canada. I was like, just forget it. Just forget it. So, because why should I use my voice? Yes, it's helping others. It's helping others in Africa and wherever. But his staff are earning over 70,000 a year. All of them. And what am I earning? Nothing. Nothing. That one plane ticket that he paid for and that one accommodation, I've more than paid it back. So I was like, no, this is not on for me. And even Justin Trudeau, we wanted photos with him. We didn't get any photos with him. All of us who were there. And so you see Najiba and all these people who are working for him, they get photos. They get photos with Pierre Poilievre, with Justin Trudeau, with all the big shots. And then they use it. They use it to promote their careers. That's how they get into the top jobs. So that's why people left. And that's why I left now. I left now because the black leaders are saying they don't want the aid. They don't want the investment coming from outside. They want their own people who are there to invest in the country and build it up. And there are billionaires in Africa. They are. So why should I stay and why should I stick my neck out? Because I know they don't want it. They've been saying it. They've been saying it since 2024. I was like, if you don't want it, you don't want it. And there's corruption also involved in the non-profits. There's corruption on the one campaign. And President Trump is investigating it. So I made a good decision. But I still ask for prayers for my life, for protection of my life, and for the next steps wherever God is leading me. And I pray that the next job I get and do well, I won't be punished for it. And I won't have calls coordinated and put through until my health fails and I lose everything. Because believe you me, it's very, very sad. It's very sad. At least if you're from this country, if you're born here, you probably have lifelong friends. You have people you can turn to, people who will take you in. For me, there's nobody. There's nobody because my family home is in Africa. My family home is in Zimbabwe. And I've already made the arrangements with the people that bought it from us. I already told them that if I get a good paid job, I want you to sell that house back to me if I need it. And they said yes. So my family home is not here and there's nobody willing to take me in. So that's why I'm asking for prayers for a good paid job for me. Not minimum wage, $11.25 an hour. The Catholic Church telling me, oh, you don't have experience working in the church, so we can't give you a job. How much more experience do they want? I've been volunteering in the church since I was like 5 years old. How much more experience do they want? And I've been helping with retreats and guided prayer and all that since I went to university. Even before that, from high school in Zimbabwe. So how much more do they want? It's rubbish. That's what I say. So please pray for us, EWTN media missionaries. Pray for my ministry to be successful and for a prosperous year. I'm already over 50. The titles and all that, it means nothing to me now. It means nothing. I just want to earn a decent living and I want to die having some money in my bank account, not broke, and with my own property and something of my own. Because it's awful how people make you feel. It's not like I didn't work. It's not like I didn't try. I did everything right. I did everything right. And I did it on my own. So, yeah, I'll still support Bono. I'll still support his music. I'm happy for him. He's a billionaire now. But we made him. We made him. We made him rich. We gave him our voices. Those people that are working for him, they only have salaries and incomes because of us. And I'm not willing to stick my neck out when people are not even willing to take me to their events with the political leaders, take photos with me, and show some appreciation and show some love in action. He always talks about, Bono always talks about justice. Where's the justice for me, Bono? Where's the justice for me? I also have anger at how my life turned out. I also have pain. I also have regrets. I also miss my dad. I don't use it to hurt people. I don't. So I'm like, you know what? When he took Ndidi to that Freedom Medal ceremony, I was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, forget it. So yeah, thanks for the love, but your love doesn't keep me warm at night. It doesn't. You see this hand? There's no ring on this finger. I can support whoever I want. And I support Sting, I support Springsteen, I support Jovi, Bon Jovi, I support all of them. They have changed the world. But I gave them my money. They didn't give me anything. Not one of them. Not one of them. I gave them my voice, my talent, my time. Same with the church. I benefited them. It's time things change for me. I'm tired of being a pauper. I'm tired of it.